Okay, g'day again. Alright, we've made some more progress with the trailer. We've got the spring mounts or brackets welded on now. Yeah, if you watched the previous video, I did go back over those vertical ups. There's a couple I didn't think were adequate, so I started going over them, and I thought, okay, I'll go over all of them, spread them all out, make them, plenty strong enough just to, well, I don't want to break, and probably wouldn't break it anyway, though. Yeah, most of them were pretty good, but yeah, just made them bigger just to keep the inspector happy. But anyway, okay, I'll show you how we okay, well, I've still got this mounted, and I've only just finished it. It's going to be red hot, so I'm not going to touch it. But what I've got there is shackles and the springs. Take a 1/2 inch bolt. So I've got 2 1/2 inch bolts. They're fairly long. That's actually a bit of threaded rod. Comes to about here. The other one's like an axle bolt. It's a bit longer. It's about 10 inches long. And I'll cut this piece of pipe. It's copper pipe. At the right length, and the measurement that I took, if you're going to measure the springs, like the distance between them, the width between the springs, measure them right down at the axle. Don't measure them up at the mounts, because they do twist that little bit and you'll get a wrong reading. So yeah, measure them right down close to the axle. Anyway, yeah, so I cut this bit of pipe, the right width, the inside width, actually a little bit smaller. I'll cut it to allow for the brackets themselves. So yeah, and I had this bar. I did the front first. I had this bar between the two, and then I had these pieces. These are cut to the width of the springs, so I had them in between it. Shouldn't move quick. This camera's gone out of focus now. Come back into focus. There we go. Right. So yeah, I loaded that up, and then I got them centered so that they were the same width from the center. There's the center line there that I've drawn. Every time I move, this camera goes out of focus. And yeah, so I got it centered, and then I tacked one of them on, just sort of in the middle of the bar. Put the old pipe, fitted everything on, and what I did up here is I measured the center of the bar, and I'll cut a 45 in it. The reason I've cut a 45 in it is so it'll hold the tape easy. You sort of, you're like 2 meters away from it. It's really difficult unless you had another person to hold it in the center. So I'll cut a sort of 45-degree notch in it, so I can just put the tape into it. And I measured here. I marked the center of the bolt hole, which turned out to be 1850. And he said I'd already tacked this one on, and I'd already set it equal distance from the center. Then I pulled this one down and move it around till I had the same measurement. You can still see the the line. That's where I measured it from, which is the center of the bolt hole. yeah, and I welded them on. These are pieces of this bar. This is a bit of hydro steel. There's electricity tower steel. It's about 8 mil thick, and yeah, I marked it all out. I drilled all the holes. I put the thing in the vise. Measured my distance, my holes, marked it equally, and punched them and make sure I got all my holes drilled all in the same line, the same distance. And did all that before I cut them off. And in the centre here between them, I cut a V down each one. And I left about a mil gap in between them, and I got my welder up on full bore, so I was able to. I welded these first instead of tacked them in place. Had them held down by clamps too. After I got in position, I clamped it both sides, and welded them. And I was able to weld right through here, weld the two together, and weld it to the bar. And welded right along here. Haven't welded the underside. It's actually overhanging a little bit, and that's okay. That's fine. And I'm going to put some angle on the outsides here, so when I get that on and it's up the other way, I'll finish welding that. So when I come to the back, I was originally thinking that I would use a couple of piston pins. So these are different to the front. You don't know, because the front, the bolt goes through the eye of the spring. On the back, you've got two shackles. The reason for that is that when your springs come down, they lengthen. They come out in length as they come down. So you've got to, if you were to just mount it solid both ends, it wouldn't be able to go up and down. So, and when you measure it with your shackles, basically vertical. So, that's what I did. Lost my train of thought now, what I was actually going to say, but anyway. So once again, I got this centered, set it all up in the right place, got it centered. Put a tack on this one after I got it centered, and then I measured cross diagonally from the top of that one to the center of the bolt hole. And then I did the same on the other side, I said, because this was already tacked, it's fixed. So then I measured over here and manoeuvred it backward and forwards till I've got the same measurement. So that should all be pretty much square now. I had to add washers onto that because this pipe is a length between the two brackets, and so I had to put washers on it, pack it out the thickness of the brackets to get it positioned. So that's what we're up to. So tomorrow tomorrow afternoon, I've got a few things to do in the morning, but tomorrow afternoon I can fit the springs with the axles and wheels on it, and then upside down, and it's now mobile. I can now manoeuvre it around. I can take it in and out of the shed if I need to. Not that I think I need to, but never know around here. There's always something might have to come into the shed to be fixed, a car or something. So, good to have it on wheels, so don't have to carry it. And so that'll be probably tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow night's one. Is get it on its wheels, get those sides filled in with some angle bar, and get the jockey wheel on the front. Okay, well, thanks for watching, and hit the like, please. Okay, bye.